Hi guys, welcome back. It's been a while. If you're new here, my name is Borossy. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis back in 2022. I have posted a lot of content regarding my illness and my diagnosis and everything leading up to it and all the testing and all of that. I filmed a lot of day in my lives, and today I wanted to give you a neuro update, I suppose. I've just had my yearly checkup with my neurologist, and it wasn't very there's not a lot of things to say. I did my normal testing, like where you have to check various things, and one of my symptoms is that I have a lot of numbness in my body, so he usually checks if, for example, I can't feel my feet. That's one of my things. So way back when before I was even diagnosed, I had a lot of numbness and problems with my legs, and one of the things that never came back was the feeling I have in my feet, like underneath my feet and behind my legs. So basically I went numb from the waist down, and some of the feeling have come back in patches on my legs, but not everywhere. And I want to say the majority of my legs and under my feet are still numb, but it's to the point where it's the skin is numb and not necessarily inside of the leg, which is a very bizarre feeling. So if I hurt myself, I can still feel it, not so much in my feet. But yeah, so he just checked if that had improved anything, which it wasn't big of a difference from the last time. My right side continues to be weaker than my left side, which is strange, because for me my left side is still the bad side, because that's where I have all my that's where I have all of my neuropathic pain. So for me, my left side is the bad side, but my right side is my weak side. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have been doing some rehabilitation training. I've been consistently doing some strength training, and I think that you can start to see a little bit of muscles here and there, which is great, which is positive, because it was just so sad, you guys. I had been with it was about a year without even moving my arm. I was consistently with my left hand in my pocket to avoid having that neuropathic pain so elevated, to the point where I nearly lost function altogether in my arm. So learn from me, don't do that. If you have weaknesses in limbs, I highly encourage you to do some strength training, even if it's just tiny things. If you want, I could even share a little bit of the routine that I've done, if you were interested. I know that not everybody wants solutions shoved in your face, because we're not always is it susceptible? I don't know the word. We're not always in the mindset of wanting that. When people give you unsolicited advice, it hurts more than it actually helps. So I don't want to come here and be oh, you should do this, you should do that, and you're gonna feel better, when I can't claim that's gonna happen. But if you want me to share with you some of the things that I've been doing that has been helping me, then I'm happy to do a dedicated video for that. However, today we're talking about my neurologist appointment, and like I said, not too much to report. I haven't had any MRIs. I don't have any MRIs scheduled at the moment. I think that my neurologist wants to stay away from that for a little bit, because I've been getting so many, and so many times I've had contrast, and I think that he's a little bit worried of that potentially harming me more than it helps us. So we were discussing, however, if I were to change treatment, because I have been going through some testing when it comes to my allergy towards corticosteroids. And this is, I suppose, is a very interesting point, because turns out most likely I'm allergic to all the corticosteroids. And my pre-treatment before getting Ocrevus, like when you're having your infusions or infusion, you need to get like a cocktail before that to avoid potential infusion reactions. And every time when I get the steroids, I have an allergic reaction. So he suggested to me that I would or might consider switching to another drug which is not Ocrevus, to avoid having to take the corticosteroids. But I'm not so keen, because then I have the chance of developing a relapse because I'm switching medication, and for now Ocrevus seems to be working. I don't have any new lesions on my scan since starting it. I have been progressing. All in all, I've been worsening a lot and I've had relapses, but I haven't had any new lesions on my MRIs that we can see. So honestly, I'm not too... I don't see that as a positive. I don't want to do that now. I would prefer to maybe just like cut the steroids and risk it one time with infusions, but if not, I'm just gonna have to continue taking them very, very slowly and being in the hospital for about 8 to 9 hours every time I get my infusions, which is every 6 months. We shall see. But I also want to mention, when I went to see my neurologist, that day I was vlogging, and we had a couple of really big things happening that day, and one not so positive and one very positive. So if you guys didn't know, I am getting married in September. Caesar and I have been together for 10 years and we are finally getting married this year. And I actually had my dress shopping scheduled the same day as my neurologist appointment, so I wanted to vlog that day. But in the midst of everything, we had a car accident, and I know, like, it sounds like out of a movie, but it's not, I promise. However, this vlog will go live more or less around the same time as this update, but it will be exclusively for my members. So if you haven't become, as we call it, a Spoonie friend member yet, please check out the in the description box where I post a link, or you can just go to the main page of my channel and click that you want to become a member. We have a lot of fun over there, and it's a way for you to help me and my family now when I'm not working. So I would appreciate it very much, but if not, don't worry, I still post regularly here. So with that being said, yeah, we are about 2 months away now from my next infusion, so that vlog will be coming, and hopefully I will have had all of my allergic testing done by then. We shall see, but stay tuned to get the latest, and I have a few other interesting videos coming your way too. One collaboration, or 2 collaborations actually, and I think you're gonna enjoy those. So thank you for tuning in today, friends, and I'll see you guys soon. Much love.